of the You Can't Force Love miniseries. This is honestly one of the biggest things that, look, we want to look at this in a very nice way, because honestly, a lot of people can fuck this over by looking at it in a completely unrealistic way. You know, when you're out of alignment, when you're not in touch with who you are, you look at, when people are hurt, what they do is they get in touch with what they think, and what they think protects them from feeling. So when we have the full idea, right, we have the full idea that you can't force love. We already talked about that yesterday, but the full thing is, you can't force love, but you can influence it, right? Now, we don't want to think, oh, I've got to influence it, what do I do, what's the tactic, what's the thing? Because when you think about it like that, you fuck yourself over quite hardcore. When you want to learn how to influence someone else or a situation, so the idea, but you can influence it, guess what? The best way to do it is by feeling it in yourself. Thank you so much for everyone who's joining. This is exciting. So the simple idea, you can't force love, but you can influence it. It comes down to your own emotions. What you feel. This is everything that I'm saying, right? Everything that I'm saying always boils down to this one point. Every question someone asks me, everyone's asking me the same question, and I give them the same answer, which is why I have my coaching program to help people get to the answer themselves, where it's much more stronger and more powerful that way. That the only way to truly influence someone else is by influencing yourself. Because, as we've talked about before, the idea of emotional transference, people feel that emotion, they understand it, they gather it, they share it, they have what you have is what you give, what you say, right? Or what you feel when you say something is much more powerful than what you actually say. It's like the frame. It's like if you're sending a letter, what you feel is the envelope in which the letter is sent. And a professional letter or an exciting letter envelope will completely change in the way that the message is received. So the whole concept of you can influence it, we have to learn to do things unconditionally. To love unconditionally, but to love a person is still conditional. Because that is still a direction. We want to experience love, despite the fucking anyone else, despite the situation, despite the person. This is why we say you can't force love, but you can influence it, right? Because the very select few will try and influence it. They will try and make something happen. They will try. And when you're in that trying mindset, you're communicating. Every influence you do will create a trying relationship, one that is detrimental to who you are, and will try and will strain, because things that try are things that strain. But if you are coming from a place of love, abundance, feeling everything is like it's perfect before it actually is, despite the evidence, because that's some way what we could call confidence. You know, confidence would be feeling what it is like before it's actually there. But if you can feel what it's like to have love before love is there, what happens is you then inspire, create, opportunities will align, doors will open in accordance to how you feel and what you want, because you will have tuned your minds to be receptive to these situations. And it's interesting. The amount of times when I get on a phone call with someone and they tell me about their problem, and they will share with me a story that they have missed 100 cues about how that person loves them and 100 cues about how that person needs some time, is amazing. Why? Because we're all stuck in our own head. When we're hurt or when we're in experience, what happens is people get stuck in their head to try and solve the problem beforehand. If they say, how do I get it to work? How do I do this? Why doesn't he want me? Why? But we all fucking know the answer intuitively, because we've all been practicing relationships for our entire life. But unless you allow yourself to realize that you already have the answers, then you won't have the answers. You know? This is why tomorrow's video, my YouTube video, so not this live video, you're going to fucking love, because it really talks about like the missing piece that a lot of people have in their relationships. So when we think about that you can't influence it, most people get stuck in a mind-doing thing. What do I do? 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 And when you think, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? You miss the evidence. You miss what's going on. You miss what that person is telling you. I sent someone a logo design today. What do you want? Which is better, left or right? They did not even answer that question. They said, oh, wouldn't it be good if you did this way? I'm like, no. That wasn't the question I asked. Left or right? They still didn't answer it. Because we're always thinking in our head and we're not feeling what is fucking happening right now. Our feelings are an amazing sensor to tune in to what is happening. And when we allow ourselves to be a sensor to what is happening, you can read and feel the situation 10 times better. And there you think, oh, how do I influence it? By fucking learning how to read and see another person for who they are in front of you. And also to tune yourself to feel the right emotions, because what you feel is what you bring out in someone else. If you feel love, you'll bring out the love in someone else. If you feel anger, you'll feel out the anger in someone else. If you feel pain, you'll bring out the pain in someone else. If you need help, you'll bring out the help in someone else. If you want someone to love you, then you will make that love. If you need someone to love you, you'll bring out the need, and it'll be a needy relationship. That I have hair in my mouth. That won't be what you want it to be. So I want then you to consider this. If there is one thing that I want you to do before tomorrow's video, or something to think about, something to ponder, imagine what it would be like to feel love without anyone else. Just to feel love unconditionally, without needing someone to give it to you, without linking it to anything. That's a hard thing sometimes. Without linking it to anything. What does it mean to not link love to anything? Can it be linked? Can you link it to nothing? Can you just feel love without having a person, idea, something attributed to it? Because if you can allow yourself to feel it, then other people will feel it through you. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did like it, make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe, and you probably already are because you fucking watch this as a live video anyway. If you want to work with me one-on-one, go to loveonmyterms.com. And if you want to check out my 7-day self-love course, which is an at-home meditation course, go to 7dayselflovecourse.com. You can check that out. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and thanks so much. Leave a like if you like this, because if you did, then I love you, or like you, or whatever. So thank you so much, and I'll tune in tomorrow for things where we talk about strengthening desire or stronger desire in relationships. Bye.